Adam, any thoughts on what Antoine said?
Sorry, I'm trying to fix all our technical problems here. So, uh, but yeah, Antoine did a good job talking about what he was talking about.
Oh, great. But didn't you say you had some little technical issues? So basically, I was just speaking, but no one could listen.
They heard the last part.
What's the last part? Define last part.
All right, next easy question. You can be brutally honest. What do you think is a waste of your time as regards to middle-aged gaming? If there is anything.
Editing the podcast.
Okay, brutally honest. We like it.
It's already gone. It's already gone. So
Yeah, because Scream's doing that. I'm kind of on the fence about editing the videos. Like, I know that, like Antoine was saying, and his wife said this too, you know, like, oh, your videos are too long. You need to be shorter. And I don't mind editing them, but then when I'm looking at, like, the viewer counts, it's like 10 at most, usually, you know, 8 people. And I'm kind of like, I don't mind doing it, but I mean, is there really a point, you know?
No. I'm definitely with you on that. I think there is no point at the moment until we have time to say, hey, Adam, cut this. Let's do it. And like for social stuff, it takes me about an hour, and I have to post on like 14 places now. That's how much my social media stuff is up to. It's Twitter, and then you have to do YouTube Shorts. Then I'm doing TikTok, and freaking hell, man, in 2 weeks of TikTok, I have like 4,000 views across like 5 videos, and it's like, it's impressive. And I don't advertise anything. It's just like TikTok's just so popular, so many people. The algorithm is so well done, so that anybody who's interested in crypto comes across my video. So that's that. And at some point, like this year, time commitment wise for me, I will be stopping the architecture stuff, and then I'll have an extra 7-8 hours a week, and then I'll be back to doing social stuff. And then I think we'll have a chance to sort of take off. Waste of time for me, I would say, I was going to say podcast episodes. Actually, no, because I'm doing the short way and even the long way, I actually do enjoy it now, because I mean, I do it for a fair number of hours a week. A waste of time will be doing social media, because I hate having to write something on Twitter and say, hey, blah, blah, and thinking what to tag, how many social media tags, hate having to upload stuff to TikTok and then YouTube Shorts, and then do it on Medium or Substack, or you have to put stuff so many places at so many times, and it's a drag. I rather pay somebody to do that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm definitely, like, I'm part of forums, but a lot of times I just don't, like, I'm not the kind of person who posts. I'm the kind of person that replies a lot. And that's just, I don't know. I don't know why. I just never jump into things like that. Like, for instance, I've been going to GameFAQs for, you know, how many years since it started, I guess, back in the early 2000s when I was in college, but I never made an account. I just lurked. And then now, you know, and then there's always, I think for me, and maybe it's because I started on GameFAQs. Maybe that was bad on my part. But like things like that, or Reddit. But I see it all the time where, you know, people are like, if you're new, they're kind of like, oh, you don't have any karma, or oh, look at, you know, you new user, and then basically people just dismiss everything you have to say, and it's kind of like, why even bother talking at that point, you know? So you know, if I always feel like if I can get in at the beginning, I'm good. But if I'm not in it at the beginning, I'm like, I'm not going to try to jump into the pool once it's already full. But I probably should.
So maybe we should pay someone to advertise for us at least for a month, and we can see the result without and with advertising. If it really worth it, we can keep doing it, and if it doesn't, well.
Yeah. It is something I still want to try at some point, is to get like today's episode will not be edited by me. It'll be done by a professional audio engineer who does a bunch of stuff for NPR and stuff.
Does that mean we get like background music and stuff?
I have no idea what he's. I'm just interested to see what he's gonna do, and it's relatively cheap. He's like $50 of a cryptocurrency called AVAX, and I'm like, sweet, yeah. I mean, Why not? Crypto's gone up since Russia and Ukraine stuff.
No politics.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Last question, and then we should end. I should get ready to go out biking, and lunch and stuff. What is, out of everything that we do, right? What is something that you're most passionate about? Even though I can probably guess what everyone's answer is, just for everybody to listen to, so that they know, from the French guy, the American guy, and the South African person, what are you guys most passionate about?
Can you give us an example? You can go first this time.
Okay, sure. I'm most passionate about us spreading understanding of situations. I think as you get older, you're like, man, family, wife, kids, friends, savings, retirement, blah blah blah. It's sometimes it feels like yourself gets pushed down as you get older. And I like spreading the idea of understanding. Yes, it's okay that you're busy. Yes, you can still play games. Gaming at 40 is fine. It's acceptable. It's socially acceptable. Be who you want to be. And I like spreading that sort of social understanding, acceptance, mental health in a sense.
Okay, I'll go next. I just want to show the fact that when I was younger, I used to play, I guess like you, a lot of video games, and it doesn't really matter the video games. I was playing a bit of everything. Now I just don't have the luxury of time, and I feel myself not liking the games that I used to like very much when I was a kid, like Final Fantasy and everything. Now I'm playing them, I'm like, I'm gonna finish it because I paid for it, but I don't find it very interesting. I just like to play for the stories. I really like a good movie on cinema. I really like a good book, and it's the same for video games. I like a video game with a great story. Ghost of Tsushima recently, The Last of Us, the first one, Horizon. I really love these games because it has a very, very good storytelling, and that's what I really love, and that's what I want to share in our channel. And I would like to have a bit more views on this, but unfortunately, it's not happening. But that's all right. That's what I like to do, so that's what I'm gonna continue to do.
Nice, Adam.
Okay, I guess should I go into some background here? I guess you guys did. So I come from a pretty big family, 9 people. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. So for me, silence is creepy and noise is good. So I love having people around, and I think just engaging with the audience, like when Jamil comes on and chats in here, or I always get really excited when I'm streaming and somebody comes in and starts talking. And even about anything, somebody came in. I remember there was somebody came in the other day, or this was a few months ago, and they were in high school or something, and they were asking some random piece of advice. I was like, oh, that's nice, So just talking about, it doesn't even have to be about games. I'm playing games, obviously, but I just love doing that. That was part of the reason why I got into World of Warcraft originally. Was it felt like it was a chat room, but we can kill dragons while we chat, and I thought that was just because back then we had an AIM, or MSN Messenger, and we were chatting online all the time, and I was always on. But then when I got to WoW, it's like, wow, I can kill this dragon and talk to people at the same time. That's amazing. So I love engaging with the audience. And in some ways, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I'm really bad about the social media thing. I have Twitter, but I post maybe once every 5 months or something. I'm like, I really should get more into this. But yeah, I just love interacting with people. When people leave comments, I always like to leave a comment back and that sort of thing. And I haven't been engaged in our Discord, but I think that's mostly because most of Discord currently is about Rise to War, and it's usually involved with Phil streams, and I don't really know what anybody's talking about. But yeah, no, I really enjoy engaging with people, and I always get really excited when somebody pops in the chat, even just to say hi or whatever. So I'm always like, yay!